Hello, I'm here today with Dave Shelton from Shadow Hills Country Club. You're the general manager, right?
Correct.
You've been a country club here for at least 50 years, is that right?
Correct, yeah. The club opened in 1961. It was Bohemian Lumber Company owned it, and the members bought the club from Bohemian in 1986.
Okay.
And it became a member-owned club at that time. In the early 90s, there was a major course remodel where they made it much more of a championship-style golf course. And then in 2011, we started construction of a whole new building.
How did you finance this new building?
Financing came a variety of ways. We acquired a loan for $3 million, and then we also raised $3 million through donations, an assessment to the membership, and a variety of other ways.
Did some of the money come in the form of shares or creating more owners of the club?
No.
Okay.
No, we did some fundraising memberships where members were prepaying dues for a period of time.
Okay.
But nothing like that.
Okay, so you gave them a discount for
Yes.
5-10 years in advance.
Yes, so we could raise money. We raised around $850,000 through that form of sales, and we had 2 members that donated in the neighborhood of $500,000.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Did you, with the $6 million, did you meet on budget, or was it, did you?
We did. We stayed right on budget, and we actually came in about 2 weeks early in completion. So it was during that time in 2011 where in construction, it was perfect timing to go through this process because price of construction was down.
Right.
Some of the best subcontractors in town really needed to work.
Given that the economy kind of took a little dip, to say it lightly, how were you able to, maintain your membership, and how is it that the area around here is sufficiently affluent in order to be able to support a club like this?
Well, I think both Eugene Country Club and Shadow Hills are very fortunate that given the population base we have, and there's enough affluency in that population base, and there aren't many options to play quality golf. So in some areas like Bend, that is so overbuilt with golf, it's hard to maintain your membership level. This area is not overbuilt with golf. There isn't any expansion down the road. So it's unique. We're in a situation where we provide a good product, and we have the opportunity to have a healthy membership. To answer your question further, we tried to create more of a resort atmosphere as opposed to a country club atmosphere. We wanted this to be our members' private resort. And I think what's unique to Shadow Hills is that we're 12 miles from downtown, but we're very rural.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Golf was designed to be rural. And a lot of clubs that were rural at one time have been swallowed up by city and city limits, just surrounded by homes. We don't have any homes on the golf course.
Yeah, you're sufficiently far away that I'd say maybe in 30 years you could think about that being an issue? Maybe.
We're fairly protected by urban growth boundaries and about Lane County and the state of Oregon, that we don't really see our environment changing during that time.
Yeah, you're more or less a golf course in the middle of an entire farm belt here.
Yeah.
Which is a little different than a lot of clubs. So the season here in Oregon for like perfect golf, has that increased over time with some shifts in the weather?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Salem, so I've lived in the valley my whole life. I think it's definitely expanded.
Do you use a lot of water during the summer? I mean, that's an issue that a lot of people have with golf courses, that they tend to be non-eco-friendly, and have you built up a private reservoir for yourselves, or how have you integrated the use of water on a yearly basis into your agronomic practices?
I think the non-eco-friendly is a really misconception. I don't even understand it, because this golf course could turn back into a natural environment faster than anything else that you create.
It has to do with water usage and perceived use of pesticides and herbicides and things like that.
We don't use anything with herbicides and pesticides that you wouldn't use at your own home.
Well,
we don't. Okay. Nitrogen, oxygen. I mean, we use all those standard chemicals. We have a large irrigation lake, which most courses do.
Right.
We have 5 wells we pump into that lake. at least 6 months out of the year, we don't irrigate at all.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't
We don't
it.
need to, given the state of Oregon, right? So yeah, we use a significant amount of water.
No, I mean, but then again, so do the farms around here. It's not.
I don't believe we use near as much as the farms do. And ours is fairly controlled. We only use what we need.
Right.
We don't use more than that.
One other thing I wanted to get at was, you know, it has to do with, you know, the perception of what a country club is and who the members are. But the way to put it is that people feel that members of the country club tend to be elitists,
Right.
regardless of who they are.
Well, I mean, golf and tennis, certain sports have that elitist nature to them. A large majority of our members are small business owners. Sure, we have wealthy people, we have very average income people. Depends on how important this is to them in their life.
Right.
I understand. I grew up with that. I grew up and learned how to play golf at a public golf course, and I always assumed that people that belonged to private clubs were the wealthiest people in town. I think there's some truth to that, but there's a lot of other people that belong too.
You recently won the 2014 Facility of the Year from the Oregon Golf Association, right? What was it that you did in order to raise it to that level?
Well, the award, I think, was kind of a result of being a club that had, was complete. That had a clubhouse that matched the golf course, that had a practice facility that was unique. And I think really the reason we won the award is that the success that came from that.
Do you have any final thoughts or insights as far as, your experience as a manager here, or?
This is a unique business. Like I said, it encompasses several different businesses within one. At the heart of it, we're a customer service-based business. That's what we do. We have a brand that we want to present. We want to be very welcoming and friendly, but we want to also be professional. That's kind of our mantra.
Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, great to meet you,
It's
Alex.
good to meet you.